Getting into my chair here, I apologize to everyone. So much going on behind the scenes during the breaks. People coming into the office. Mike Rivero with us for a little bit in the next hour. Then I'm going to launch into how they're demonizing the militia and everybody else. In fact, here's an example. Colorado GOP calls for an apology at Democratic office vandalism. Turns out someone who worked for the Democratic Party went and attacked the Democratic offices. I mean, I haven't seen a case where a political office gets vandalized or where a swastika gets painted on a door where it isn't someone doing it for attention, whether they're black or Jewish or the Democratic Party. I mean, this just doesn't exist. I mean, I've never seen it. Mike Rivero, I mean, have you? It's like finding a tooth fairy or a unicorn to actually find a real attack on the Democratic Party. Von Brunn clearly was working for them. He'd been in federal custody in a mental institution for years with that other fake mental institution event with the dynamite he did at the Federal Reserve in '88. I mean, I've never seen a case. But here it is, Denver Post, totally staged, Mike Rivero.
Well, I have come to the conclusion, I mean, the few times they actually catch the perpetrators of hate crimes, I mean, 99% of the time, it turns out to be a hoax to generate political sympathy or to build political support for a particular agenda. I am rapidly coming to the conclusion that there may not be any real genuine acts of terror in the world, because when somebody wants to effect a change, they need public support, and acts of terror destroy public support for whoever is blamed on them. So just like we had Israel that staged the hijacking and the raid on Entebbe to destroy sympathy for the Palestinians, I'm starting to reach the point where I think anytime there's a hate crime or an act of terror, it's more than likely going to be a fraud. Somebody's being framed in order to make them look bad. I mean, just as we're seeing the government plant agent provocateurs within protests and the anti-war movement and the truther movement in order to make us look bad, it's all a hoax. It's government by deception.
Well, they're stealing trillions of dollars a month. They're going to have to commit crimes to blame them on us so they can use their force against us. They built the military force up. They've got to stage military attacks to say we're a military enemy, so they can have the rules of engagement to go up against us. You know, I thought about the film, 5 Days in September, won an Academy Award about the hostage crisis at the Munich Games. And at the end of the film, they have the head of German intelligence just come out and admit, oh, yeah, we staged all this. And then to let the Palestinians go, we staged a hijacking of a jet to let them go. And they just admit it like it's no big deal. That I mean, it's just, and no one gets in trouble. It's like, yeah, we staged it all. Ha ha, it's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's all image manipulation. It's all manipulation of the people using the press. It's all for show. It's like during the first Iraq War, that whole thing about the nurse crying at the UN, they were stealing the incubators, leaving the premature babies to die. It was all a hoax. It is all government by deception. And here's the situation. The analogy I like to use is the internet is the modern equivalent of Gutenberg's movable type printing. If you go back and you look at the social upheaval that attended the publication of inexpensive, easy-to-afford books, they went through the same thing.
Stay there. We got to finish on the other side.